All right, folks, let's do a quick cryptocurrency video for today. Bitcoin barely hovering at $20,000. I did a video yesterday. I pretty much said Bitcoin's probably going to be bearish the rest of the week, and that's pretty much what it looks like is happening. Basically, just following the stock market as usual. Ethereum coming in at 1100. BNB back down to 219. Wouldn't be surprised if BNB goes back under $200. It's an excellent trade. I think we're going to be in a great trading range for BNB between 190 and 240 for the rest of the year. That's my prediction. 88 down to 46 cents. And Matic taking a little bit of a pullback down to 49. I'm very close to picking up some Matic. Very, very close. And theta, back down to 123. If you remember, I sold my theta bag at 152. I'm anticipating theta trading between 90 cents and 150 for the rest of the year, and I will be trading it. I don't think we're going to go much below 90 cents for your theta. Okay, can Cardano's July hard fork prevent Cardano price from plunging 60%? Like I've been saying in my previous videos, the reason I don't think Cardano has been plunging down to that 25-cent range is because of the Vasco hard fork. Vasco hard fork got delayed. Now it's pushed to July. This article is basically saying, okay, can the upcoming Vasco hard fork prevent Cardano from plunging along with Bitcoin? I don't think so. I think the whole Vasco hard fork pumpage and I don't know, bullishness behind that hard fork has kind of been sucked out of the market, especially since they delayed it. I do expect if Bitcoin's bullish next month for Cardano to pump a little bit because of this hard fork. But if Bitcoin's down to like 15 grand, I'm just not seeing this hard fork doing much. I think that time has already passed for this hard fork to pump Cardano. So my answer to this article is probably not. It may be keeping Cardano up just a little bit. But now you see Cardano's back down to 46 cents. I mean, look, if Bitcoin dumps down to $15,000, I'd say Cardano's going to be about 35 cents. Maybe 38 cents, who knows. And we'll see what happens. I'm hoping Cardano, Charles Hoskinson, doesn't delay this hard fork again. Because it kind of gets to the point, folks, when these hard forks get delayed, like Ethereum, they're always getting delayed. It's kind of like the boy who cried wolf. Eventually people just don't believe it anymore. And I do think the hard fork will take place in July, but every time it gets delayed, the pumpage and the hype gets delayed. So now I would say, the pumping and the hype is like 60-70% like taken away from that delay. So yeah, if it happens in July, we'll get a little bit of a pump, but it really just depends on the markets. Yeah, maybe it's holding up Cardano a little bit, but I think Cardano's on its own right now. It's being held up because a lot of these scam projects have gone to zero, and people see Cardano as a viable alternative, especially to coins like Luna. And people are just getting into Cardano right now. I think Cardano is going to be one of the major contenders, like I've been saying, in the next bull market. Stock markets today. Stock markets are back and forth. They're kind of pumping and dumping, nothing crazy. Powell vows to prevent inflation from taking hold in the U.S. Well, that's not going to be good for the stock market because that will probably mean higher interest rates. That's not going to be good for Bitcoin in the short term. Crypto hedge fund Three Arrows Capital plunged basically into liquidation. So basically that hedge fund is gone. And remember, there's a lot of other crypto hedge funds that have gone away, that have completely gone away too. They're just not as big as Three Arrows Capital. So basically the bear market is where everything dies. And the things that basically survive, it's kind of like survival of the fittest. Keep out of these hedge funds, folks. Keep out of the BlockFi. Keep out of the Celsius, like I've been saying. Keep your money on the exchanges if it's a U.S.-based exchange, but the safest bet is just basically get a wallet on your phone, get the Treasure, get the Ledger, and just keep it there locked up. You're seeing a lot of these exchanges going under right now, and it wouldn't be so. I mean, look, if we see a Bitcoin dump down to like $5,000, I wouldn't be surprised if Coinbase limits withdrawals or just shuts down temporarily. I don't think they would go under completely, but temporarily. So be aware, we're in kind of a risky time right now, and you definitely want to basically be holding your keys if you can. I realize some people can't. Terra Classic up over 55% in a day. So a lot of people have been saying that Luna's dead, and it probably is dead, at least for now. I was trading Terra Luna on the way down. I bought a bunch at $3, which it'll never get back up to $3. That's gone. And then I bought a bunch at like up 2 cents. Oh, then I bought a little bit more at a penny. So, yeah, was it a penny? Yeah, a penny. So, my advice to people who are holding Terra Classic, look, if we go into a bull market in 2 years, I've seen stranger things happen. This thing could pump a couple %1,000. So if you're buying Terra Classic right now, or you bought it on the way down at like a penny or a half a penny, you could make some serious money back. I mean, you never know what's going to happen. There seems to be a lot of big money behind Terra Luna, and if Terra Classic becomes like a meme coin, it doesn't have to do anything. It just becomes a meme coin. It's been around. People are aware of it. People feel like pumping it. It could do well. So my advice to people who are holding Terra Luna at this point, just hold it. Just leave it on the exchange. Check back in a couple years. Anything could happen. I mean, there's people trading Terra right now making a lot of money. So, I'm not trading it right now. I've already bought a bunch. I've lost thousands of dollars on Terra Luna. It's not fun. But I'm just holding what I got. And maybe in 2 years, maybe going into the bull market, it'll work out, So don't get despaired. Just hold and see what happens. Back to the market. Okay. Bitcoin at about 20,000. I mean, I would say going back down to that $17,000 range, $18,000 range is inevitable. Bitcoin likes to basically retest those lows as long as the stock market's crashing. Now, $20,000 is a strong support for Bitcoin. So I'd say buying anywhere on these levels is good. I'm looking to buy a half a Bitcoin. I had Bitcoin in the last bull market, and at the height of the bull market, not the height, but I sold my half a Bitcoin at about $50,000, and I put it into something else. I think it was like some Cardano, and then I just cashed out the rest. So I'm looking to get back into Bitcoin, and look, Bitcoin at like $15,000, or if it goes down to $10,000, that's a great time to get into Bitcoin. Even right now is a great time to be cost averaging. So that's what I'm looking to do. But right now, I'm really kind of looking at Polymatic, just seeing how hard it can pump. So basically what I think we saw from Polymatic is a bottom at about 35 cents. I think that was the bottom with 35, 36 cents, and then it pumped from there. Kind of like what Theta did. Theta hit 98 cents and then it just went crazy. It just bounced. I think that's going to be the bottom. And I think even if it goes a little bit lower than that, it's just going to bounce super hard. I always get excited when I see these big bounces at the bottom. Clearly, there's a lot of money and a lot of people looking to buy Polymatic in that 30, 35, 39 cent range. So for me, if I can get Polymatic at 40 cents, I think my first buy level will be about 40 to 41 cents, and then I'm going to look for another one at 30 if we really dump. And I'm just going to hold that MFer for the next 2 years, and I think we're going to have a $10 to $15 Polymatic. Yeah, Polymatic. I can't freaking talk. I'm thirsty. But that's pretty much it, folks. Just looking for deals. Market's the same old, nothing new. It's going to be a boring year. Just have your money on the side and buy. And if you like my videos, like and subscribe. I haven't been saying that, but like I said, I've been doing these videos for a couple months. I'm not shilling. I'm not hopium. I'm calling out the piece of crap YouTubers who led you guys into the gutters for the past 2 years. And, we're going to ride out this bear market, and we're going to go into the bull market together. And we're going to do really, really well. I really am confident of that. The only way that I don't see crypto coming back in a couple of years is if the world is like in complete shambles. Like nuclear war, just the economy is like so bad, like nothing's coming back. But as long as stocks come back and the economy comes back to a point. But remember, folks, as soon as inflation goes down and as soon as the Fed says, okay, we're done trying to curb this inflation, you're going to see one of the biggest pumps in the stock market and crypto you've ever seen. And that could happen sooner than you think. I think it's going to happen within the next 6 months. You're probably going to see inflation numbers already going down. We've probably peaked. And once that comes out, it's going to happen so fast, you're not even going to see it coming. And you're going to see the stock market rally 3,000 points in a day. You're going to see Bitcoin like double in a day, go from like $17,000 to $40,000 in a night. This happens. I've seen this happen before. A few days it can happen. So I'm just looking to buy cheap. I understand people who just don't have any money. Times are tough right now. I'm just a blue-collar guy. I don't have a lot of money either, but I have that money that I made in crypto, and I'm just kind of reinvesting it. And it's money that if I lose, my family won't go broke and hungry, but it will hurt. But you shouldn't be putting money into crypto right now that like you need for rent. That's crazy. You shouldn't be taking loans to buy crypto. If you got a few $1,000s on the side that you were thinking about maybe, using for a vacation, hey, decide not to go on the vacation and pop that sucker into Cardano. You can do that. If you're thinking about buying like some, I don't know, something for your car or something like that, and hey, maybe don't buy those new crazy tires for your car or whatever the hell or that side car you want to drive around in, and maybe just put that money in crypto. Buying those material things with your extra money right now is to me is a waste, because you put your money in the markets right now, you could 30x it in a couple years. But yeah, if you need this money, folks, for like your bills and stuff like that, I wouldn't. I mean, you got to pay your bills, folks, because crypto, anything can happen. And right now, cash is king. But you got a little bit of extra. Now's the time to be going into the market. I do think we're going to go lower. Wouldn't be surprised if Bitcoin hits $10,000. I would not be surprised. I will be so excited if that happens. I really will. I've taken all emotion out of it. If Bitcoin goes down to like $5,000, that'll scare me, because the miners just aren't going to be in profit, and the whole network could pretty much shut down at that point. And that would mean interest is so low in crypto. I'd definitely be buying some, but I would get nervous. But as long as Bitcoin's above $10,000, I'm happy. I'm dying to get Cardano for 25 cents. I want it to happen, but it just hasn't happened. Because remember, 25-cent Cardano, even if Cardano goes back to all-time highs, what is that? 20, yeah, I mean, it was like 10, 15x. I mean, that's perfect, 20x. But I think Cardano is going to go well above all-time highs in a couple years. I'm thinking $10 to $15. Same with theta. Once we go bullish, folks, theta is going to go so crazy, you're not going to believe it. I mean, theta can go. I saw theta. I was in theta the last bull market. My average buy was like, I think 20 or 10 to 20 cents. And I woke up one day, it was over $1. I tried to take profits on Binance, but they threw me off and I couldn't. Then it was $2, then it was $3, then it was $4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then I took some profits at $10. Glad I did. A lot of people I know didn't, because I knew we would eventually dump. And now we're back down to, what, $1. So it's going to be $20, $30 next bull run. Unless something crazy happens, or like Theta Network goes down and the company goes under. But for me, it's a safe alt. It's a safe bet. There's smart people behind it. U.S.-based company out of San Francisco. I've already done a video on Theta. So I have enough right now where if Theta goes back up to all-time highs, I mean, I pretty much got enough to just pay cash for a house. So, another house. And that's what I'm hoping happens. So, folks, just think future. I did a video yesterday talking about, hey, the day-to-day. Stop thinking day-to-day. Who gives a crap? Think the future. Where do you want to be in 2 or 3 years? And we'll know, folks, if Bitcoin's still in the shitter in 2 or 3 years, then it didn't work out. Okay? But that's why you shouldn't be investing money you can't afford to lose. But I'm confident, 90, 95% sure, those buying right now, good quality projects, on the top 20, top 30, you'll probably do very, very well in a couple years. And I'll be making videos every couple days or every day talking about it. And hey, look, if I have to come out in 2 years and say I was wrong, I'll say it. I don't really care. But, you have to take risk in this world, folks. You have to take risk. The most successful people in the world took some risks with their money. And the great thing about crypto is you kind of have a treasure map. You've seen what it's done over the last 13 years. You've seen these bull bear market cycles. You know it's probably going to repeat itself. I'd say out of any investment right now, crypto is one of the more sure things, because it has a track record of this constant bear bull market, Bitcoin having 4-year cycles. It really is incredible that more people aren't into it right now, and more people haven't discovered it. But yeah, so we'll see what happens. But anyway, folks, I think we're going to be bearish for the next couple of days. Probably the rest of the year we're going to be bearish. I think we're going to see pumps for the next year. Bitcoin between $10,000 to $40,000 for the rest of 2022. We're going to see crazy pumps where Bitcoin goes up to $40,000. Everybody's going to say we're back in the bull market. Then it's going to dump right back down to 20. That's the kind of shit I'm looking at, and that's the kind of shit I'm looking to trade on my KuCoin account. And then every time we dump, I buy and I put it into my long-term hodl bag. So a little bit of trading, but mostly long-term hodl bag. And in 2 years, we're going to basically be on top of the world. All right, have a good day.